What's up, guys? Welcome back to the AI Agentic Bros YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be looking at GPT-5's new coding capabilities. I'm sure, as most of you guys know, GPT-5 just dropped last week, and it came with an array of new updates and features that I've been excited to really take a look at. Number one being the coding aspect that they built into GPT-5, giving you a vibe coding kind of feel and approach to coding. So today we're going to be doing some quick demos, creating two different projects. We're going to create a very simple landing page, and we're going to go a step further and create a small app. So before we get into these videos, go ahead and check out the two links in our comment section. We've got our free AI starter course, and we have our N8N troubleshooting app, AI Gent Desk. Go ahead and check those two links out. Links will be in the comments. And without wasting any more time, let's get straight into this video. All right, if you guys watch our other videos, you know that I work a lot with vibe coding tools such as Lovable. That's one of the tools that I love to use when it comes to creating websites or landing pages or even applications for clients. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. When I was watching the launch, OpenAI's launch of GPT-5, there was some impressive aspects and some not so impressive aspects that I saw from the launch. The impressive aspect being they demoed a very simple game. The thing that really impressed me there about it was the fact that it was able to have voice already built into it. It was like a French language learning app, and just off of one or two prompts, it was able to use voice when it came to the different pronunciations. So I thought that was really cool. However, overall, I was a little bit underwhelmed when it came to the whole coding aspect in itself. It seemed like this was a feature they just wanted to tack on to say that they had caught up to these other vibe coding tools, when in fact they did not seem to be any wow factor or something different that really pushed it over the edge. But that's why we're here today, to go ahead and try this out. During the OpenAI's launch for GPT-5, they talked about the range that GPT-5 is supposed to have. Now, what I mean by that is they discussed if you give it a prompt when creating anything with this kind of coding aspect, you're going to be able to leave it vague enough that it will infer and pick up what you're looking for. But at the same time, if you give it very straight and rigid guidelines, it's going to follow those as well. So I was a little bit curious to see how that would work in a real demo setting. So we're going to go ahead and break that down today. I've given it some time to let the GPT-5 model kind of get going. The first couple of days that I used it, it was a little bit slow for me. I found it to be not the best, but as time went on, it started to improve. I will be fully transparent here. I did create a test landing page the day of GPT-5's release, and I was not impressed at all. But we've given it some time to go ahead and develop. I've seen some work that other people have done, and now we're here to go ahead and test this out ourselves. So let's get straight into the first demo that we're going to be doing. We're going to build a straightforward and very simple landing page for a tech repair company. So let's hop straight into GPT and start planning things out and see how GPT-5 handles this. All right, we just went ahead and made our prompt. I just want to say, help us plan out a landing page for a tech repair company. I kept it fairly simple, gave it some details, and I just want to see what it's going to come up with in terms of planning before we get it to write the actual code. All right, here's what it came up with so far. It's a blueprint for us for our landing page. Let's go and run through it real quick. It gave us a color theme, style, modern, minimal, bold headings, clean icons, subtle animations, so hover effects, fade-ins, hero section above the fold, gives us a solid hero section, services section, price snapshot section, why choose us, and testimonials, call to action section, footer section, extra touches for modern looks. So it looks like it has this, and it says, if you want, I can turn this into a full HTML with your blue and white theme, so you can paste it into GPT-5's coding mode or a no code builder. Let's make some small adjustments before we do that actually. All right, so I did some small adjustments. I just gave it a name as well as a lead capture contact form. And then I asked it, well, I don't want to open a code editor. Can you show me a demo without using a code editor? Let's see what it does. Right now it's writing all this code. Let's see, analyzing, it's writing this whole thing. So we'll see what it looks like once it's done creating our landing page. So right here it says download the HTML file and double click it to open in your browser. It's a single self-contained file. Again, if you guys have a code editor and this is all, that's going to be a different way of doing it. This is just how I want to do it when we're testing this out. So we're going to download this file. All right, so I downloaded the file and our landing page is here. I'm pretty excited to see what it built. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, here we are in our landing page. Well, I'll tell you guys right now. I'm going to pull up the first landing page that I made. Here's the first landing page that I created. This was the day after. I gave it very similar instructions and it was absolute garbage. I thought this was terrible. This was the About Us section. Overall, I just hated what it gave me. So I will tell you, and you can clearly see how much of an improvement it's had here. And it actually does navigate. Here we have our hero section, obviously just a placeholder image. We have services, pricing, reviews, book a repair, and we have a quote form. We fix tech, fast, affordable, reliable. What we fix. And we have the prices as well. Transparent pricing. Why choose us, what our customers say. All right, so I would 100% say it's improved from the first thing I created. Now, overall, what do I think about this? I think it's all right. When it comes to, comparing this to something like using a platform like Lovable or Claude Code, which is a lot more involved, Replit, those kind of vibe coding tools that I've had more experience and hands-on experience using, creating actual products, creating actual working applications. Just off the look of it and what it's done, it did it very fast. It did it very quick. This is not anything better. I wouldn't say this is better than something. If I had given that exact prompt to Lovable, would I get a better result than this? I believe so. So it definitely improved from the first time I tested it. However, is this the best landing page that I've built using a vibe coding tool? No, it's not close. Obviously, that was one prompt. We just planned it out very quickly. There's a lot more detail we could give it, but just based off of what they were saying, how it's supposed to have that range that you're just going to be able to kind of explain to it, and it's going to pick up what you're looking for and have these kind of powerful results. I would say it's just not there yet. Again, we'll go ahead and do our second demo now. Let's test out making a very simple checklist / habit tracking app. So let's create the prompt for that. I prompted it. I said I need help planning out a to-do list app. Very simple. I just want to build something clean, but something that works, just to test the functionality. I didn't have a name for it, so I asked it to come up with a name. I like check yourself. That's solid. Here's the core features it has. Simple. Add new tasks has a simple input field with add. Options to press enter to add instantly. Check / uncheck tasks. Delete tasks. Edit tasks. Persistence. Active. Completed. Clear completed. Animated progress bar. Random emoji next to when a task is completed. All right, it gave us a layout plan as well. It went ahead with the name Zaplist. That's cool too. All right, we went ahead and told it to go ahead and create that. You can see here it's coding. All right, it went ahead and created the file. So let's go ahead and check it out. We're here in the app that it built, Zaplist. Okay, pretty cool. It's got the little bar here, active and completed. Edit me with a double click. Use filters. Boom. It's pretty cool. Let's add something into, let's say, edit video, because that's what I'm going to have to do. All right, that works. Let's switch to dark theme. That's pretty cool. Clear completed. Let's save locally in my browser. No login required. That's actually something I want to test. So let's go ahead and see what would it do if I ask for authentication. So let's go ahead and see that. That's really nice. I want to go ahead and add authentication, see if a user is going to be able to sign up and log in, and that would have their information. So let's go ahead and set up some authentication for this. Simple email, password. Okay, so it's going to, obviously it can't do all of that. We're going to have to create a project with Supabase. In the dashboard, set up authentication ourselves here. So this would be possible if we went ahead and connected it to a Supabase account. Here's my final thoughts on GPT-5's coding right now. I would say right now it's not caught up to the level of the other vibe coding tools that I've personally used. I would say, obviously, as you could see from this first demo project that I've made to now, it's not comparable. It's gotten a lot better. And those were very similar prompts. I would say this landing page is okay. I liked what it did with the app here, little miniature app. It was pretty cool, solid, had some nice features. Again, anything that I create using any type of vibe coding, I always plan through ChatGPT usually or Gemini. So I followed the similar processes that I would using any other tool. I just would say maybe GPT-5's coding isn't there just yet, because the most important thing that I'm looking at here is, are these production ready or potentially production ready products that I could put out there? And I would say it's not there yet. When I compare it to Lovable, something that's, in my opinion, design is overall, like the default design is overall better. It has those built-in integrations. I would definitely prefer Lovable over this still. So overall, I would say it's a okay start. I think they will probably make big improvements to this. There's definitely more robust and intricate projects that you could probably do. I just wanted to do something that was easy to see the base level that GPT-5's vibe coding or coding was at. Let me know what you guys think about GPT-5's coding in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about GPT-5's coding in the comments below. If you've had a similar experience or if you've had a completely different experience and were able to create amazing production ready applications or landing pages, let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.